For structure determination of dyes, Woodward-Fisher rule is used, and we know that in dyes, one important type of transition occurs, that is pi to pi star. So different types of steps or rules that are given used to determine the value of lambda max value. First of all, let us see the lambda max value for acyclic butadiene. This acyclic butadiene is a trans conformation, and for trans diene we have seen that the lambda max value is 217 nanometer. This is unsubstituted or simple acyclic butadiene. The increment contribution of substituent is added to this base value. So 217 nanometer is the base value for this diene, and if this diene is substituted, then different types of increments are added. Suppose if one of the double bond is conjugated with these two bonds, then you can add plus 30 nanometer value. If exocyclic double bondage exists, then you can add plus 5 for alkyl group or alkyl residue or ring residue. Plus 5 nanometer is added for acetyl group. For alkoxy group, 6 nanometer is added. For SR group, plus 30 nanometer is added. For halogens, plus 5 nanometer is added. And if NR2 is present over this butadiene, plus 60 nanometer is added. So base value plus this increment value creates the lambda max value or total value of this absorption of this diene. Let us take one example, that is the simple diene having one methyl substituent. We know that the structure is of isoprene, and which is acyclic butadiene. So base value for acyclic butadiene is 217 nanometer, and you can see that over this two double bond, one methyl group is present. So for methyl group or alkyl substituent or alkyl residue, plus 5 nanometer is added. So this plus 5 and 217 makes 222 nanometer, which is the calculated value for this isoprene, and experimental value for this isoprene is found to be 220 nanometer, which is a good agreement with this calculated value. So you can see the calculated value and the experimental value is near about similar. So in this way we can calculate the lambda max value for acyclic dienes. The next example is again as arylidine cyclohexane, which is also a cyclic butadiene having base value 217 nanometer. One exocyclic double bond is present. Exocyclic double bond means this double bond outside the ring, that is exocyclic double bond. For exocyclic double bond, plus 5 nanometer is added, and two alkyl substituent means this alkyl substituent and second alkyl substituent means this alkyl substituent. So there are two alkyl substituents present over this diene, therefore plus 5 10 nanometer is added. So overall value is 232 nanometer, and experimental value is 237 nanometer, which is close to each other. The extended conjugation is present, or double bond is present with this conjugated system, plus 30 nanometer is added. For exocyclic double bond, plus 5 nanometer is added. For alkyl residue, I have already told you, plus 5 nanometer is added. And this overall value results into the lambda max. In abiotic acid, two double bonds are in conjugation but present in different rings, that is they are trans to each other and they are heteroannular dienes. Hetero means different and annular means ring. So they are present in two different rings, therefore they are heteroannular dienes. Whereas in the second structure, levopimeric acid, the two double bonds are present in a single ring, therefore they are known as homoannular diene. Therefore, for abiotic acid, the base value is 214 nanometer, and In levopimeric acid, the base value is 253 nanometer. Let us see one example of atranular diene. So we know that the base value is 214 nanometer, and in this case there are 3 alkyl residue present over this diene. So as you can see that one alkyl residue is over here, one alkyl residue is over here, and one of the alkyl residue is over here. So 5 into 3, 15 nanometer is added for 3 alkyl substituent, and one exocyclic double bond is present to this ring. Suppose this is A ring and this is B ring. So with respect to A ring, this double bond is present over this structure. Therefore, for one exocyclic double bond, 5 nanometer is added. So overall value is 234 nanometer, and experimental value is 235 nanometer, which is very close to each other. The next example is of abietic acid, which has atranular diene having base value 214 nanometer. There are 4 alkyl substituents. Therefore 4 into 5, 20 nanometer is added, and one exocyclic double bond is present. So 5 nanometer is added. Therefore the total value becomes 239 nanometer, which is close to the observed value or experimental value for this structure. Then levopimeric acid having homoannular diene having base value 253 nanometer. There are 4 alkyl substituent. That is the first alkyl substituent, this is this one. So second this one, third this one, and the fourth one is this. Therefore 4 into 5, 20 nanometer, and one exocyclic double bond, that is with respect to this A ring, double bond is present in the B ring. Therefore we will get total value 278 nanometer, which is very close to the experimental value. The next diene, that is there are 3 important examples. So you can see in the first structure, this compound has 3 exocyclic double bond. The indicated bond is exocyclic to 2 rings. Here this is not a heteroannular diene. In second structure, the 2 double bonds are not present in ring or 2 different ring, but one bond is present in the ring and one bond is present outside the ring. Therefore this is not a heteroannular diene, because I have already told you that if the 2 double bonds are present in 2 different rings, they are known as heteroannular diene, and 2 double bonds are present in same ring, they are known as homoannular diene. But here one double bond is present in ring and one double bond is present outside the ring. Therefore this diene is known as heteroannular diene, and you can use the base value for a cyclic diene. In the third example, 2 double bonds are present outside the ring. Therefore they are also not homoannular diene, but they are cis-oid structure or cis structure for an acyclic diene. So be careful with your calculation, because there are sometimes you might be suggest, or you might thought that this is heteroannular and this is homoannular diene, but this is not the case. And in the first structure, while considering the exocyclic bonds, please indicate the rings by using A, B, C, D. Then you can easily predict the number of exocyclic double bonds. So for enone or conjugated ketone, the Woodward-Fisher rule is also applicable to determine the lambda max value. So before going to the calculation, let us see the transitions occurring in enones. The pi to pi star transition is allowed and gives a high value but lies outside the range of UV region. Therefore, this is not useful. But the next transition, that is N to pi star transition, is of very low energy and have high lambda max value. Therefore, this transition is routinely observed transition and having intense absorption. In general, for substituted enones, the carbonyl absorption is given in this slide. As you can observe, for N2 pi star transition, the lambda max value is given. For aldehyde, the base value is 293 nanometer. For keto, 279 nanometer. For acetyl chloride, the base value is 235 nanometer. For amide, 214 nanometer. For esters, 204 nanometer, and for acid again 204 nanometer. So it is important to note this difference from the exochromic effect of pi to pi star transition, which extends conjugation and causes a bathochromic shift. We know that bathochromic shift is a higher absorption shift, or it is also known as red shift. So in carbonyl systems, two types of transition occur, that is N to pi star and pi to pi star, and both the bands are bathochromically shifted. Here several effects must be noted. That there are some effects which can affect the transitions of N to pi star and pi to pi star transition. The effect is more pronounced for pi to pi star transition. If the conjugated chain is long, the much higher intense band will observe, and N to pi star transition bands will observe at lower energy. But the N to pi star transition is not predictable if the conjugated chain is very long enough. So for this reason, Woodward-Fisher rule for conjugated enones are of higher intensity than N to pi star transition. So you can see there are two types of transitions. First one is pi to pi star transition occurring in simple alkene, tetrasubstituted alkene. In a second diagram, conjugated ketone is given. Here two types of transition occur, psi 2 to psi 3 star and N to psi 3 star. So the energy gap between N to psi 3 star is very less. Therefore, this band is intense band than the psi 2 psi 3 star band. In ketone or simple ketone, again the energy gap between pi to pi star transition is of higher energy and less wavelength than the N to pi star transition. The difference between the conjugated ketone and simple ketone is that the energy gap is present between HOMO and LUMO in simple ketone is higher than the conjugated ketone. Therefore, the conjugated ketone is stable somewhat than simple ketone. So there are the different increments along with the structure is given. So while determining the lambda max value for enones or alpha beta unsaturated ketones, you can use this value. So first, if the enone is a cyclic or 6-member ring, the base value is given, that is 215 nanometer. If the enone is 5-member, then the base value is 202 nanometer. And for acyclic enone or dienone, the base value is 245 nanometer. These are the base value for this parent molecule, and then the increments are given for different substituent. If for double bond extension, 30 nanometer will be added. If the alkyl residue is present over alpha, beta and gamma position, then 10, 12 and 18 nanometer is added respectively. If the OH group is present over alpha, beta or gamma position, then 35, 30, 18 nanometer is added respectively. If Alkoxy group is present at alpha, beta, gamma or delta position, then 35, 30, 17, 31 nanometer is added respectively. If acyl group is present over alpha, beta or delta position, 6 nanometer will be added. If chlorine is present over alpha or beta position, then 15 or 12 nanometer is added. If bromine is present over alpha or beta position, then 25 and 30 nanometer is added respectively. If amine group is present over beta position, then 95 nanometer is added. If exocyclic double bond, 5 nanometer is added. And if for homocyclic diene, 39 nanometer is added to the parent or base value. Then for acid and ester, base values are given as 208 with alpha or beta alkyl groups, 217 with alpha beta or beta beta groups, plus 5 nanometer is added for exocyclic double bond, plus 5 nanometer is added for endocyclic alpha beta bond or pi or 7 member ring. Dienes solvent does have effect on lambda max. The solvent plays an important role in determining the lambda max value. So this effect is also described by the Woodward-Fisher rule. If water is used as a solvent, then plus 8 nanometer is added to the base value. If alcohol, methanol or ethanol is added, then no value will be added to the base value. If chloroform is used as a solvent, then minus 1 nanometer will be let us see the examples for enones. So first example is the cyclic ketone, and it is also known as cyclic enone. The base value for cyclic enone is 215 nanometer. There are two beta alkyl substituent, and we know that if the beta on the beta position alkyl substituent is present, 12 nanometer will be added. So 2 into 12, that is 24 nanometer. So total value is 239 nanometer, and the experimental value is 238 nanometer. So the correct experimental value and the calculated value is nearly similar and matches with each other. So this is the alpha position and this is the beta position, and there are two alkyl groups are present over this beta position. So therefore we are added 24 nanometer. Now let us see Woodward-Fisher rule for aromatic system. We know that aromatic systems are very stable system and which has high absorption value. For example, in benzene there are 3 double bonds which are present, and this diagram is known as Frost diagram, for which there are 6 pi orbital, 3 are bonding orbital and 3 are anti-bonding orbital. So the transition takes aromatic system are pi to pi star transitions. In aromatic system or aromatic compounds, there are 4 possible homo to LUMO pi to pi star transitions. Due to the symmetry and selection rules, the actual transition energy states of benzenes are illustrated on the right hand side. You can see the transition. There are 3 transitions. First is A1G to B2U, which is a forbidden transitions. The second transition is A1G to B1U, which is also forbidden transition, and the third transition is A1G to E1U occurs at 118 nanometer, which is allowed transitions. So these are the types of transitions in aromatic So you can see that the allowed transitions occurs at 47,000 centimeter inverse, is not in the routine range of UV region at 180 nanometer, and this band is known as primary band. The forbidden transition is observed if substituent is present over the ring, and this band is known as secondary band or second primary band. At 216 nanometer is another forbidden transitions referred to as secondary band, and this transition is allowed due to the disruption of symmetry by the vibrational energy states, the overlap of which is observed in what is called fine structure. So in this diagram you can see the different types of bands. Some bands are very less intense, some bands are very high intense. So you can observe the splitting pattern of this band. Calculate aromatic systems lambda max. We have to know different types of substituent effect. The first is given, that is a substituent effect with atom with a lone pair. If the group attached with the aromatic system having lone pair of electron, then the unbonding electron extends the pi system through the resonance and lower the energy of transition pi to pi star. Therefore, more is the number of lone pairs, better will be the lambda max value due to the resonance phenomena. So here is the chart given for the different substituent for which lambda max value is given. You can see that for hydrogen substituent the lambda max value is 203 for primary, and for secondary band the lambda max value is 254 nanometer. As the substituents effect increases, as you can see that for NH2 group lone pair is present on nitrogen, therefore the primary band observed at 230 nanometer and secondary band observed at 218 nanometer, which has the highest absorption. Or oxygen also act as a again the substituent with conjugation. If the substituent is acidic, then the lambda max value for primary band is 230 nanometer and for secondary 273 nanometer. And if the carbonate group is present, then the lambda max for primary is 224 nanometer, while for secondary 268 nanometer. It means that as the conjugation increases, lambda max value increases. Thank you for watching this.